Hey Facebook, hey YouTube, thanks a lot for joining in on the Ask Deek Show. Just give me a couple of minutes. Let me just go on to the YouTube, Instagram, and for sure I will come back to you guys shortly. As you know, this is the Ask Deek Show, which I do every Mondays on any question which you like me to ask, right? So you can ask me literally any question. That's what I tell people. Feel free to ask these questions and clear whatever doubts you have so that it benefits you in the best possible way. Just give me one few seconds. Your questions can come in the question section or on the comments column, and I will work it from there, right? So just give me 1 second. Let me just go on to Instagram and then we will work it from there. Any questions? Feel free to ask on the comments. You all know what I do on Mondays, so make sure you get it right in whichever possible way you want. So let me just go live on Instagram and we will take it from there, right? So hi Ashmita, thanks a lot for joining in on YouTube. Hey Instagram, welcome to the Ask Deek Show, where you can ask me any question between birth and death. That's what I tell people, any question between birth and death. You can ask me in the best possible way. Hi Mahalakshmi on Facebook. Hi Jayatarni on YouTube. Jyoti, thanks a lot for joining in. As you know, this is the Ask Deek Show, so feel free to ask whatever questions you have with whatever doubts which you have about life, and I will try my best to answer in the best possible way. If you don't ask, my life becomes easy. If you ask, I'm going to give you the answer. Hi Priyanka on YouTube. Hi Roshan on Facebook. Thanks a lot for guys joining in on the other side. Most of the time I've seen a lot of people on Facebook, Instagram coming in. Now I can see a similar audience on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks a lot for everyone for being a part of the show. Guys, ask me questions. It's best for that. So as you know, yesterday's show was quite interesting. I really don't know how many participated for that. It was all about startups and how do you do startups, what you need to do for startups with that regards. If you didn't see it, make sure you come and see it so that it benefits you and gives you an idea with regards to that point of view, right? Abha Bhagat, thanks a lot for signing in on YouTube. Let me see a couple of people on Instagram. What's happening there? Hi Monesh, Jyotir Aditya. I've taken your name. Some people want to take your name. Okay, that's all good then. Hi Deepa Mishra, thanks a lot for. Hi Thunder Muffin. Let's go to the question sections. Now, whatever question you have, please talk about on the comments column and I will pick up. Thanks a lot, Zainab, for joining in. I have the first question first question I have on Instagram from Deepa Mishra. No, guys, put it on your comments column so I can answer, right? Hi, Surendra, thanks a lot for joining in. Please talk about anger and frustration. Now, anger and frustrations are two different things. Why it's two different things is because what happens here is when you have, let me talk about anger, right? I don't know how many of you seen my videos. There's so many 3 videos on anger on my YouTube itself. But this is the first question. Let me talk about anger. Anger is like a pressure cooker. Anger is like a pressure cooker means you put in, everyone is a pressure cooker. I hope everyone knows what a pressure cooker is. Everyone is a pressure cooker. And then what happens is that you put in water in that, which is very calm, which is like you when you're born. But then what happens is you take this pressure cooker and put it underneath a flame. When you put this underneath a flame, what is going to happen here is that the water will start boiling. It'll boil, and slowly the whistle comes out. That is what is anger. So the whistle which comes out is what is anger all about. So what you need to think here is that if whistle is what the anger comes out, how do you control or how do you stop this anger? You shut down the flame. Most of the flames of this anger which comes into your life is from external. Someone comes, switches on the flame and they goes. Where does the whistle go out? Whoever's closer to you. Whoever's closer to you is your family. So they are the most of the people who are going to get hurt with your flame and the whistle which comes out. So, first question about anger is how to control that anger. Shut down the flame. If someone calls you a bad word, just smile. If someone calls you a bad word, just relax. That is one ways you can do it. So different, and let me talk more about anger. So that's one way to shut down the flame. Now, why does flame come in? On a longer run, you have suppressed anger, and bang on, you just blast onto people who are weaker than you, and you suppress it further to people who are stronger than you. So most of these angers which comes into your life is some kind of a suppression, which you have built up. Now you have seen old grandmoms and granddads angry for no good reason. Maybe they have a serious leg pain, maybe they have a serious headache, they get angry. If you see a mother really focused working in the kitchen and you go and disturb her, the anger comes out. So what happened? The work is suppressing, boom, you disturb, boom, all the anger goes out. So that is one of the main reasons for anger. And back to the second point, I hope, Deepa, I've answered your question with regards to anger. The next thing is frustration. Frustration normally happens. You have a certain level of expectation, and when those expectations are not answered, or when that expectation are not happening the way you expect it to happen, you build a frustration. So how do you remove that? Accept. How do you remove that? Get to know and find the truth. How do you remove that? Observe the whole situation as to why you're triggering your anger unnecessarily or your frustration unnecessarily. Find these answers. Obviously, it will shut down with time. I hope I've answered the question. Now, next back, Facebook, YouTube. If you like the show, put a like or a love to it so it circles within your network. Jayantri's first question on YouTube. Sir, I need help in concentration of studies and keep my studies at first priority. Now I tell everyone, concentration, there is so many things I've written about concentration. The last few articles also on my Quora, as you know, I have come into Quora now answering people's question on that side too. So feel free to be a part of it if you like it. Now, concentration of studies. Concentration, everyone in the world has concentration. Your concentration on things which is most important to you, you ignore the stuff which is not important to you. If your mother is in the hospital, you can't concentrate about studies. If you didn't study well for the exam and you're going and writing the exam, obviously your concentration won't come. So concentration shifts from what is most important and keeps shifting to the most important thing. For example, you're studying ABCD. Suddenly Ranbir Kapoor or Shah Rukh Khan or Deepika Padukone or someone is going to come into your head because you're exposed so much to themselves where you think that thought is most important than my studies. How do you keep studies as my first priority? First, you need to know why you're studying. I keep telling everyone, guys, if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, automatically you are going to not have that first priority. Are you not having the first priority, having your lunch, breakfast, dinner on time? Yes. Why? Because you know the value of hunger. That's why you give it. Right? I hope, Jayashree, I've answered the question. Hi, Zainab. Thanks a lot for joining in. Swati B on question, views on physical fitness. Just views. Physical fitness has nothing to do with how fat you are and how thin you are. Get this point very clear. Physical fitness has nothing to do with how fat you are or how thin you are. My definition for physical fitness is all about, can I do the stuff which I am supposed to do in the best performing way with my body? You are all physically fit. You don't need to be, what I tell people, you don't need to do 100 push-ups to be physically fit. Whatever job you're doing, you can do it in the most healthiest way and in the best, highest performance in terms of physical effect. Everyone is fit. The question here is not about fitness. Are you fit for your life? Are you fit for doing your purpose? Are you fit to carry out your mission in the best possible way? Are you fit to study? Are you fit to do well? Are you fit? So fitness is based on living a complete life rather than going in gym. There are many people who have a great body build, but everyone has taken proteins and various other medications to have such a fit body. It's not 6 abs doesn't say that the person is fit. Can I do my job in the best possible way and better than everyone else? And my body supports it. Everyone is physically fit. I hope I've answered. But when you're doing something, oh, hand is aching, not physically fit. When you eat something odd, your stomach gets upset, physically not fit. You're walking for your work every day, but you get exhausted when you reach because you're walking towards the work, you're not physically fit. So that is what my definition of physical fitness is. So I hope Swati, I've answered the question. Roshan, I'll come back to your question on Facebook later because I keep talking about this every time. So let me go back on Instagram. Let's see what's the Instagram question. Sir, why can't we leave someone? This is Deepika's question. Deepika, the lazy girl. You know, you got to change your name there. Don't be too lazy and make use of the laziness as an edge for you. Be an active girl. Why we can't leave someone even when they hurt to hell? Because you tend to be lazy, one form, right? Lazy to take that decision, lazy to be in comfortable way of that person, regardless if they hurt me or not. Lazy to take that step, to say no. Laziness forms everywhere at the end of the day. If you don't ask the right questions at the right time, it is being lazy. If you don't ask, right? So why can't we leave someone even though they hurt us? So question is, why are they hurting you? Ask these questions. Don't be lazy not asking these questions. Then you're in trouble. I hope with your name itself, I got the problem which you have. Anusha is asking how to stay motivated every day. You should know why you're doing what you're doing. That is the secret of motivation. That's it, full stop. Nothing more, nothing less. You should know why you're doing what you're doing. If you want to be motivated every day, why? For me, why am I doing this show? Why do I wake up early in the morning? Why do I study? Why do I love my parents? Why do I do what I do? When you have all these answers, automatically you will be motivated every day. Jyotinder is asking, what do you think after life? Because I was watching a Hotel Mumbai. Is that where kill people? Huh? That where kill people just so that they can go to heaven? What was that question? What do you think about afterlife? I tell everyone, ask me questions from between birth to death. Guys, I will tell you something. As humans, excluding the superficial or the great saints or the great spiritual beings in this world, humans have no access to past before birth and no access about afterlife also. So get this point very clear. Don't try to decode this stuff, because 99% of the people get it wrong until you have some spiritual grace or spiritual energy to decode it on your own. So the point here is that as normal humans, we don't have access to afterlife and before your life. You have come here for a reason. The reason is growth. Keep growing it on the 5 aspects of life and keep growing it. You will reach to the right heaven or hell or wherever you have to reach. Because at the end of the day, when you leave this world, you will be only asked one question. Were you the best son? Were you the best father? Were you the best colleague? Were you the best friend? Were you the best human being to that world and you've done justice to that role? That's the only question you are going to be asked after you leave this life. Make sure you have yes for all those answers. That is all you matters. And at the end of the day, that will take you to heaven or whichever place you have to reach after that, right? I hope I've answered the question. Tanya also have a same question about laziness. Just joking. Laziness is a choice, right? Dinesh Karun is asking, course to take after intermediate to gain knowledge to start business. Take a book. You don't need to join a course to start to know how a business start. Go and search Google how to start a business. If you're in India, how to start a business in India. Which are the right books to read for business? And that is it. You don't need to take a course to start business, guys. Knowledge is most important than course. Okay, course is needed for a certain way to get to that information which you need. But don't think that you're just going to pay money and get the course and you can start this great business which you're taking from there. Deepa Mishra saying, thank you so much. Now I'm ready to smile. I don't know, Deepa, if you saw my video on Instagram, what to do when someone calls you a bad word. Smile. Think that you're always sitting on top of the elephant. Let the dogs bark. Does it make any difference for you? No. That is a simple thing. Right? So Deepa's all happy and excited. All thanks to God for that. Kurana. Ekta Kurana. Okay, what should we do? Go tit for tat. Do good without expecting anything in return. When you, oops, I'm just sticking the heading on it. I didn't change the heading. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me change the heading. Okay, tit for tat or do keep doing for the good. See, when you say tit for tat, it is somewhere around you called revenge. He did me this, I have to do this back. So what happens is that, again, someone calls you a bad word, what you believe that he's a dog and you're an elephant, you're sitting on top. When you go back and tell him all the bad words, you also become a dog. So when someone does something to you, you go and hurt them back. You both are in the same field at the end of the day. What I tell people is go above that field. Go above what they are. They did me a tit. I'm not going to give tat. I'm just going to stay away. So I don't make a mistake. I don't do my karma wrong. Many people say that let the karma punish them on whichever way. That itself is a negative karma. That thought process into your head where you say that let them be punished because of the bad karma which they did to them, that thought process is also bad karma. So I would never ever recommend tit for tat. You have hurt me. Thank you very much. My job is done with you. It is a pleasure for being a part of your life. Now I'm done with you. Let me go on my way. You have done your things which I never expected. So let's part away and move on. Never ever be dirty. That's what it is. With dirty people, don't go and be dirty. You're just going to spoil yourself. Right? At the end of the day, people will not ask what the other world did to you. When you leave this world, only one question is asked. What did you do to this world? Let's make sure it's positive. Or doing good without expecting anything in return. Make sure, I always say, terms and conditions apply. I always tell people keep doing the best you can and never expect anything in return. But there's a terms and conditions apply. Don't get misused in the process. Right? Many people tend to get misused in the process, which tends to work against them. So what you need to do is that do it because you love doing it. So, and full stop it there. I do all my sessions free of charge. Wherever I've done last 3 years, I've traveled all around India, giving my sessions completely free. Everything what I do is purely giving back to the community. I don't expect anything from anyone, even a recognition. Even people, when they tell me thank you, I say all thanks to God and leave it there. Don't thank me. Somewhere around you had to have a message from me. I'm here to give you that message and forget me. I don't want anything. Can you control me? No. Can you control my emotions? No. If there's 1 person in the show, 10% in the show, 100 people, now right now altogether there's 50 people in the show with Facebook, YouTube and Instagram together on an average. It doesn't matter. If I have 1 person also, I'm going to talk. That's it. That's why you do what you love doing, right? Let me take few questions on Instagram, on Facebook. This is the next question by Abhishek. How to maintain social distancing from mobile and social media? Mobile and social media, there's this big things you have linked together. I can talk for hours on both the topics, but in simple term, in social media, follow the people who adds value to your life and helps you to grow. Unfollow every other person. That's point number 1. So that whatever media which gets feed into your social media, it gives you those things. So if you want to be an IAS officer, follow IAS subjects, IAS content, IAS colleges, follow them. The other way of social media, what I tell people is that unfollow all your friends who share crap. Most people don't do it. And then you can uninstall the app anytime. It doesn't make any big difference, right? You can make it silent on the notifications. That again, you won't be different. And mobile, switch it off once in a while. You're not that important, right? If people have to call, they will find other ways to call you also. Just simple tips of how to stay away from it, right? Okay, next is Surendra is asking a question. How to control the suicide in any part of the society? I asked this question because It is a very burning issue in my area. I've talked to many kids, I've talked to many youth, and I made them understand how suicide is not the right way to go and pull them out of suicide, right? So I really don't know what's the actual reason for suicide, for your reason for, what do you say? I really don't know what's the actual reason for the suicide in your society and in your area. If I don't understand that reason, I can never tell how to get them out of that suicide thing. Always remember something: different people have different issues, different people have different reasons why they want to leave this world, but then most of the people have taken it as a easy way out to get a solution to their life. But even the world is pitching it so much on this suicide and mental health that people will be led into suicide with time, because there's so much of talk about suicide. If you open the news, suicide, you hear it so much, the whole world thinks that that is the best way to go. That's the other side of it. Like, I don't know if you saw my stories, have a look at my stories. There's a girl who I told her a lot of stuff, and then she went on Google and searched about overthinking. She got led to, what's it, chrysophonia, whatever it is. I don't know how to pronounce it, right? And she thought it is to believe it. But then I told her, like, is it really true? And then she just stopped Googling stuff. So many people tend to believe that the suicide, all these things happen. It's a trend, it's a fashion. If I don't get these things, the best way is to leave the world. People just use it or misuse it unnecessarily. The reason for it, only that person knows and no one else. So if you have an access to those people, talk to them and give them time and make them understand the value of life and what are the other means to get out of it, then you can get them out of suicide. Right? I don't know. I've talked to almost maybe 20 or 30 people who was on the verge of suiciding and got them out. All thanks to God for that. Zainab is asking how to come out of the comfort zone. It's difficult because you're already comfortable, right? The problem with getting out of comfort zone is, there's a question on Facebook that you get so comfortable that you won't get out. Everyone wants comfort at the end of the day. But what happens is that when you're on the comfortable side of things, you begin to stop growing. When you begin to stop growing, the life is going to hit you. That time it will get uncomfortable and you'll get out of that comfort zone. How to get out of comfort zone? Find some things meaningful to do in life. Find some things to do much more better for you or your family. Find, like, for example, I commit myself to come every day online except Tuesdays and Fridays. That's my commitment. I'm always going out of my comfort zone. Initially, I was very shy to actually come in front of cameras, but then I thought people need me. People need the answers, so I need to go. And that's how I did it, right? How to overcome fear to talk to elder people other than family members like ma'am or sir. Mahalakshmi, you follow me quite well. She's one of the key people who helped me to spread my positive in the best possible way. Sunday, we are talking about that, right? Sunday, the topic is about self-confidence, self-belief, how do you communicate well? So at that time, Mahalakshmi, I will surely answer your question. Get that question ready during that time, right? So let me take a few questions on Instagram now. Guys, Instagram, I'm only going through the comments column and not on the questions section so that it is fair from always. What happened? Yeah, Chavi. Okay, so my wife is just going outside, so she just told me on the other side. So, Netha, thanks a lot for your feedback. I've already talked about it. Shiholic is feeling sad. What happened, Shiholic? How to improve communication skill about something. Prachi, Sunday, I'm going to talk about this. Sunday, 5:30, I'm going to talk with, what's his name? With someone, Abdul, someone is going to talk about. So I'm going to talk all about communication skills and self-beliefs on Sunday. So I don't want to share it here. That's what I was trying to say. How to stop loving someone. I really don't know who this someone is. If it's your parents, you should not stop loving. All right. If it's outsiders, why do you want to stop loving? That's my first question. Guys, when you ask me general question, I can only give you general reply. It's a choice. You're loving. Actually, if you say, how do I stop loving someone? indirectly, it is not real love, right? Love is more beyond. It's not like a contract. How do I get love? How do I stop love? How do I go for love? It doesn't work that way. Love is a very internal feeling, and if it's one-sided, I'm telling you, it's not love at all, right? Tushar is saying how to come out of fear. Fear is normally limited information, right? If you have limited information, you are going to build up fear. Go and have a look at my video on YouTube talking about fear. That will clearly tell you what I'm trying to say, right? Again, me myself is asking how to stop loving a person who's ignoring us. So, how to stop loving a person? First of all, you got to detach from that person. That is the first main point. Many people try to be friends and try to ignore the person. Stop contact, stay away from that person. That is the first step to get out of that attraction which we have at the longer run, right? SPB, very exceptional, special human being. Human, okay. How to control anger? Always fail to control anger. SPB, I've already talked about anger in the first few questions. Have a look at this later and you will get the answer which you're looking for. Right? Mixo is asking how to remember everything we read. Okay. Do you forget your name? No. Do you forget your father's name? No. Do you forget your birthday? No. Do you forget your very, very special friend's birthday? No. Do you forget which country you're from? No. Why? Because all these things are important for you. So whatever is important will always be remembered regardless of whatever happens. Next thing is find out why you're reading and why it's important for you to know about this. Once the importance is there, automatically you will start remembering stuff. The other thing is understand and study. Many people by heart and study. When you by heart and study, new information comes, you are going to forget with time. Right, I hope I've answered the question. Hi Priyanka. One must read book you suggest. Deepa's asking again a question. What is one book which you suggest? Your life book. Guys, there's no better book to read and to find out which is your own life story. If you're done with your life story, analyzing your story, you're studying your story, you're working on your story, go and study the story of your parents if you want, right? So, yeah. See, there's one guy who calls me a dog. I was like, yeah, someone calls me a dog at the end of the, maybe it's brown color and white. Most of the dogs are in that color. Maybe that's like calling me a dog. Anyways, he's happy calling me a dog. I'm also happy listening to it. It doesn't make any big difference to me. Let the dogs bark. There's always dogs barking. Dinesh, yes, sir, but I have taken some course after intern, right? So I would ask that helps to get. So I really don't know, Dinesh, what your idea of your business is. If it's technical, obviously you need to take a technical course. If it's commercial, you need to take a commercial course. It's as simple as that. It depends on what your idea of your business is, based on which you need to figure it out, right? So myself, I've already told about it, is stop connecting with that person. You got to disconnect first, right? Vampire, thanks a lot for your feedback. Sir, do you have how to unlove audio? Go and have a look at my love video on that. It'll be all fine, right? Tushar is saying, what do you suggest for youth on the thoughts of Shahid Bhagat Singh? I really don't want to comment anything from an historical and a political point of view, but all I want to say is that each person had a special role in whatever contribution in giving those independence. Just give everyone equal respect and equal recognition, because each one steps, it's not one person making a difference, is the whole India and the people concerned with those themes or people who made those difference. My point is to, if you can learn something from someone, make sure you learn only the positive steps and not the negative one, right? So, yeah. So I think everyone wants me to. I hope I've answered. So what do you do for earning? I work as a regional sales manager for Middle East and South Asia. That's the job which I do. And I've been doing it for the last 7 years. 7 years now, 9 years now. I've been working at the age of 18. So it's been a long time I've been working. So yeah. So Facebook, Satya is asking, which to give importance for our body when we know we are the soul inside and not a physical body? That's a very interesting and a very powerful question. Which to give more importance to our body when we are the soul inside and not the physical body? Guys, to understand the soul, first you need to go through a physical process and get into the connected to the soul. So to understand the soul at a certain level, you need to be in a physically well-being form so that you understand this inside soul which you're talking about. You would say it's the inside, but for me, it's much more bigger than being it inside you, right? So the question here is give importance to both, because somewhere around, if you believe, now let me talk from your understanding and your perspective. If the inside is where your soul is sitting, it is covered by physical body. And whatever's inside will show what is outside, and whatever's outside will show the inside. So the point here is that it is when you have the balance of inside and outside, you come to know the truth. So make sure you come to know those truths to understand both the body and the soul, to understand where it comes together. That is where the truth is lying. And then you will tell me on the other way, both soul and the body is important, because somewhere around, you are the body until you detach your mind from the body to understand the soul. I hope that makes sense. It could be a little bit on the spiritual side of things, but since you talked about soul, you might have some understanding about soul and the body, and I hope I took you to the right direction with that regards. Next question, how to consider Zoom classes? I feel sleepy. It's difficult to focus on Zoom classes. But then my question here is that if you're watching on a laptop, a Hindi movie or an English movie or whatever movie of your favorite hero, would you fall asleep? Think about it. If you're hearing the most favorite actor's interview on TV or on your laptop, would you fall asleep? If you are seeing one of the greatest comedy shows which you love, those are also classes some fun way. So make sure you get that right, right? So it's all a choices at the end of the day. Lucky on YouTube. So why do you feel need to talk to? Why do I don't feel need to talk? If you don't feel, don't talk. Simple as that. Enjoy your life, guys. It's not compulsory. You got to go and talk and work it from that way. So Srinath is asking. So I start to study, but some days later, again, let's focus on my work. How to be always focused? You should know the value behind why you're doing what you're doing. I keep telling this. If the mission is understood, if why you're studying is understood, automatically the focus will begin to come. If your mother's in the hospital, focus goes there 100%. If you have your friend's party, focus will go there. If you have your exams, your focus will automatically come in studies, because you know you have to pass. If you don't pass, you will fail. If you fail, you will repeat. Automatic focus comes. Why before the exam so much focus comes? Think about it. Why before exams so much of focus comes on the exam? Because you know, last minute if I study, somehow I'll pass. That is as simple as that, right? SBP is telling me to talk about Bhagat Singh and say about him and about his courage. As I said, I'm not here to talk about some other person or some other key individuals around the world. Me talking about Bhagat Singh doesn't make any difference to you. I can talk about courage if you want to know about it, but I don't want to link to any specific person or anyone it is, because different people have different thought process of the whole situation. So it could not be, some people would get offended, some people would like it. Like whoever is, it's like, you know, if someone asks me, do you support BJP or Congress? You know, who's going to be the next? Those are all very political questions. So I keep myself out of those discussions. But if you want to talk about courage, I would love to talk about courage, right? Okay. How to overcome angry, Srikanth, I've already talked about it a few minutes ago. How to stay confident while speaking in English, Resilient is asking. What you need to do is that you need to have control over the language. If you don't have control over the language, you cannot confidently speak, which means the fluency should be there. That is one of the most important. Resident, go to my YouTube, see English. Search for my channel, in my channel, English or English Deek Parshni. Have a look at it as a 15 minutes video, which completely tells you how to improve your English. But then in a summary, I can just tell you one thing. See English, listen to English, speak English continuously for the next 6 months. Automatically, you will be confident in English. That I can tell you for sure. Sir, I know a guy who hates his job, but he is not going to leave his job because he have to pay the bills. Let him do whatever he wants. Why are you so bothered about it? That is my question to you. If he hates his job, he hates his job. If he's not going to leave, obviously, why should he leave if he has to pay the bill? Right? Java Zadak, he's saying, how to control OCD? My first question is, what do you know about OCD? How did you come to know about OCD? If I don't have these answers, very difficult for me to tell you. Right? Sincerely, Hoshi. Hoshi? That's a new name? Hoshi. Okay. My boyfriend is getting married. I couldn't take it. He still says, because it's his family situation and he still loves me, I couldn't be angry. What should I do? That is called dumbness. The guy chose someone else over you. It's a very simple thing. He just broke your heart and betrayed you. Don't try to justify it in any other ways. If he truly loves you, he would go against your parents. So basically what he's trying to tell you indirectly is, I have used you all this while. I'm done with you. My parents have chosen someone better. So let me go and live with her. But I still love you because I don't want to make you feel bad about it. So give me forgiveness. It's not me who did it. It's my parents who forced it. Who is deciding to marry at the end? He is deciding. Who decided to come in love with you? He decided. Who is deciding to get out of it? He is deciding it. It has nothing to do with his parents. Get this point very clear and don't fall in this crazy dumb words of people justifying their case by covering and bringing the cover of their family in front of the relationship which they want to clear off in a very good sense. So understand what you're getting into. It is just pure dumbness. I hope you understand and take the right steps. Right? Guys, people are all talking about love. Too many people are talking about love. Guys, I have 3-4 videos on my Instagram, IGTV. Go and have a look at love. It talks about how to love, how to get out of love, how people get into love, how breakup happens, why breakup happens. Go and have a look at it. It's all there. Because if I start talking about love, everything is just going to take it from there. So please say my name once. Reply, Mahesh Gautam 1510. I hope I've taken your name. Right? Shiholic, let him go. I want to, he never excuse him, let drama. Okay, whatever. So how to be confident while speaking in English? I've already talked about it. So you watch IPL? No, I don't watch IPL. Right? I hope I answered that question. Right? Yeah. So yeah, there's so many comments which has come. I'm just trying to deal with it. Right? How to deal with fear? This is the second time I'm getting this question from a different person. Anyways, let me answer that. Fear is normally coming because you're unknown of something. When you're unknown of something, automatically your body will move towards fear. For example, the example I always give is ghost. No one has seen ghost face to face. Very few people. I don't think. I've done sessions to thousands and thousands of people, but no one has ever met ghost face to face. You see these ghosts in movies, TVs, and go on with it. You build up that fear with that time. That's one point. So there's unnecessary fears which you get into your system for the thrill of it. But long time, this fear starts tapping into your heart and stays with you forever. As you mature, you forget about ghost. But then that will move to fear of exams, or fear of your husband dying, fear of a child misusing, all these things. You hear a lot of news, all negative news, fear will automatically come into you. You can't stop that. So you got to filter yourself and find more information. If you're scared of ghost, if I tell you go to a dark room, would you go? No. But then if you have your trusted people like your parents telling you to the dark room, go straight, there's a switch. Go straight, go left, you might go 50%. But if I tell you the same dark room is your own room, you would go. Why? Because you know your room. It's as simple as that. Whatever you're fearful of, read about it, find out the truth about it. And if you're feared of snakes, go and search and research and read about snakes. How many poisonous snakes are there? How many poisonous snakes are there in India? How many are going to kill me? How many are there in my city? There'll be only maybe 10 or 15 types of snakes. Out of that, 30% is only poisonous. Other remaining 70% is free of any poison. So you're getting scared of every snake which comes in, but 70% of them are non-poisonous. If you know how to differentiate it, when you see a non-venomous snake, would you get scared? No. It's as simple as that. I hope I've answered the question. 2 people have asked about that. So that's the reason I've answered to that question, right? Sheholic have a counter question. Sheholic, what's the counter? Yeah, I have reached. What is the ultimate goal of life? Nikita is asking a very serious question. Ultimate goal of life is growth. Keep growing in the 5 main aspects of life, which I keep saying is relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Every day, if you're growing towards that 5 options, you will reach to your ultimate goal with time. I have 28 questions on the question section. Guys, don't ask me in the question section. It is just going to make me difficult because I need to go to the question section and that up and down. So I've just take all questions from that point. Bantai. Okay, how do you decide our career? There is a great video on career. Go and have a look at my IGTV. It completely talks about how to sell a career. Guys, why I'm not answering most of the questions is because I've done exclusive sessions for career. So go and have a look at that. If you still have doubts with regards to career, give me a message or give me a call or send me a message and I will discuss. I've seen your video, but these are my doubts. So what you need to do is that now I've made theme Deek Show, which I pick each theme. So I talked about love. I talked about career. I talked about self-belief. I've talked about various other topics which you want to ask about. It's already there. Have a look at it. And then still you have doubts, I will surely reply, right? Raki is asking how to make our mind positive, which is fully unwanted things. It's not unwanted things. You have listened to those things. That is why it has been unwanted and it's staying into your mind in whichever way it is. So what you need to do here is first thing, right? If you have this thing, you need to put wanted things into your head. Go and read wanted stuffs. Go and read what makes you positive. Go and make what feels you good. Expose yourself to good things. If you, as I said, if you see a lot of news, your mind will be filled with news. If you put your mind with most of nature or love movies or family movies, automatically your mind will also work from that point of view, right? Okay, I think that's it. I've answered most of the questions here. Everyone has given me thumbs ups and all. If I missed anyone's question, let me know. I'm only doing it for 1 hour. That's how I normally do it. No, you said, if he really loves, needs you, he will go against his parents. But if a boy says she's ready to leave her parents and me, then you say, think about, What? Sheholic is having a super counter question. No, you only said, if he really loves, need you, he will go against his parents. But if a boy says she is ready to leave her parents for me, then you say, think about the girl. I really don't understand, Sheholic. All my answers is based on the specific questions which people ask me, and until I know the truth of that relationship, I will never say a general statement, do this or do that. I will only give you an overview of both topics, and it's your choice what you want to do and what you don't want to do, right? Lucky Gupta is saying, what is most important, relationship or money? Both relationship and money is important, but relationship comes first and then comes money. I hope I have answered that question. Relationship, education, health, finance, money, and love. These are the 5 main aspects which works it out, right? Smiley always, Rameshwari. I'm doing very, very positive, and that's what I always tell people, right? Mr. Sai, your voice. Oh, you like my voice? All thanks to God for that, right? How to reduce social anxiety. Oh, there you go. Another technical mental issue word, social anxiety. Guys, please, one request. Don't go and Google stuff and find this technical, clinical words which has no meaning to your life and all these mental health crap. Please don't put it into your head. It's a complete waste of time. What is social anxiety? It is just you're a shy person. Please don't take shyness as a mental disorder. There are introverts in this world and there are extroverts in this world. The world needs both introvert and extrovert. Do you say an introvert has social anxiety? No. Guys, please don't believe these anxieties and disorders which you have. The marketing is just selling very hardly to you people, making you believe all these crap which you have. And now why I'm saying this is go and have a look at my stories on Instagram. See what the girl did. She think that she had a big mental disorder, but talking to me slowly, she's living a great life. She has no mental disorder in the first place. How do you most socialize? You can ask me that question. How do you openly talk with people? You can ask me that question. Don't accept that you have social anxiety and come to me how to reduce or control social anxiety. First of all, you are a shy person. Accept the fact. If you're okay to talk to one person, you are not having any social. Somewhere around the outsiders, you tend to see that this person knows something better you or greater than you. So you have this irritation by which you close down yourself. Some people are introvert and they're best to be introvert. A very serious engineer, introvert, scientist, introvert, artist, introvert, the people who design stuffs, introvert. On the other hand, businessman are extrovert, marketing, extrovert, HR, extrovert, finance people, introvert. That is not social anxiety disorder. They like to be alone, stay alone, live alone. What's the big problem? Don't put these disorder tags onto your head and keep believing that you have this and tell me how to control it. Right? I hope I said the answer in the best possible way. Shiholic, now only one you said. Is he really needs you to love you? Is he ready to convince or leave his parents? But now only you said, see, Shiholic, I told to that girl who asked the question. And the answer to her is that. If you ask me the same question, I will just have a different analysis. My answer can be completely wrong. Go after the guy. You can get back. You can somehow get this back. Different people ask me similar questions, but my answer will be differ based on the person's situations and the person's understanding and the wavelength which I understand the person has asked the question. Aur Bantai, thank you, sir, for replying. I'm just shocked. You just gave reply. Always follow. All thanks to God for that. Shiholic, please answer my question. Your question is not your question. It's someone else's question. Mr. Sai saying, I'm an introvert. Enjoy introvertness, guys. Don't try to be extrovert. You're just going to kill yourself with time. So, Nani is asking how to study and stay focused 100% on their studies. I keep saying this, guys. You should know why you're studying. What's my objective behind it? If you get that, everything will be fine, right? Pradeep is Vaishnava is asking, sir, MBA or postgraduate diploma, which is better? This is like asking me, do I drive a Mercedes or do I drive an Audi, right? It is just different ways to reach to the same place at the end of the day. Guys, it's not about the course which you do. It is which course adds you or gives you that growth which you're looking for at the end. Some postgraduate diploma from IIT is what's that? I forgot the management sections. Like IIT, you have the management thing. What's that called? IIT and INT? No, or whatever it is, right? You have the PG diplomas from the great MBAs. So my point, what I tell people is, what do you need? Future is dependent on you. What job are you doing? What's your future like? What do I need to do? For that, for my growth, do I need an MBA or a postgraduate diploma? My suggestion, if you're just taking from a general college, MBA is much more better than postgraduate diploma, right? Because it's still a diploma and it's not master's. So that's the big difference between that. But at the end of the day, value point of view, sometimes it's based on the universities and not the course itself. So understand the difference there, right? Many people are talking about daily practices, how to socialize, how to have more friends, introvert. Everything will be talked today, no, next Sunday at 5:30. Right? There's one guy who wants to understand more about self-confidence. How do you talk in public? How do you work out in public? And all that thing, that will all be talked on Sunday, this coming Sunday. Arvind Kumar, how do you choose my passion, sir? I have so many list of things. I don't know how to pick the passion. Try out everything and see which gives you the most happiness in everything compared to. Rank it based on the happiness level and satisfaction level and do the first 5 things with complete focus. And after that, see out of this 5 which I'm most comfortable in. And that is how you find your passion. And passion is one thing you're willing to do regardless if you get paid or if you don't get paid. If you get paid or if you don't get paid. So make sure you get that right. That's it, guys. 1 hour I've hit. If I didn't answer anyone's question, I'm very, very sorry for that. I will come back again on next Monday, or else tomorrow there's no show. As you know, Tuesdays and Fridays I don't have shows. Next one is the theme Deek Show. What is the theme we selected? Time management. Yeah, time management. Yeah, I think the next theme we picked is time management, how to manage time. That was a topic which was picked by many people. So we will talk about it on Tuesday at 5:30 and we will work it up from there. That's a big thing. Ravati has said, if a person only completes bachelor degree, is it really necessary to do master's degree? If master's not completed, other degrees are waste. Sir, is this necessary to have a master degree for getting reputation? No. The answer is complete. This is a long question, so I wanted to read what actually Revita wrote. It's not necessary. Always I tell people, only do masters if that master gives you a growth in your career or gives you that promotion which you're looking for. Guys, degree is just to get into the organization or for an interview. And that is it. After that, after 10 years of working, no one will ask me. See, I've done my BSc, MSc and MBA. Now, no one asks what degree I am. They'll ask me how many years did I work, what my experience is, and what I did in my work at the end of the day. I normally tell masters should only be taken after working so that it is much more better for your promotion or the growth which you're looking for, right? I hope if you can do part-time, go and do part-time, but don't leave your job and do MSc or masters which you're looking for. Or Bhanti, I did reply to your question, right? You were saying, thank you for answering and all that. Now, what question you have? So one more question. So it's a new question that I will answer. So what to do if someone feels giving up, no hope? How should you overcome that? Now, why are you feeling to give up? Are you doing the wrong thing? Are you not have the capacity to do what you're doing right now? Are you not having the dream or that drive to do what you want? If these things are all questionable, you're doing the wrong thing. So stop doing that thing will be my recommendation for that. I hope I've answered the question. That's it, guys. Kunal is asking another question. How much salary I get? I don't want to get into the salary side of things. I kind of get a decent salary. That's what I would say. Yeah. So, I travel. I do a lot of stuff for free. So I do a lot of things with regards to these sessions. You might have seen a lot of ads. Shiholic, message me, I will tell you, right? But I'm going to tell you, you have one number to select. So Shiholic, what you do is message me one number of what my salary could be. I will say if it is above or if it is below. That's the only way I tell salaries to my people, right? So, and make sure it's per annum or per month. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Kareem is saying, me and Chabra is missing you. I hope all your... She was asking about live stream. Kareem, I come every day, except Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I come every day at 5:30. So feel free to be a part of the show anytime. Some people don't get my messages because you didn't turn on the post notification. So what you need to do is go on to any of my content, click the three tags, three dots, and make sure you turn on the post notification so you get all my post notification in the best possible way, right? That's it, guys. I've answered. Okay. Banthai has... So you told you get higher salary in marriage show. Yeah, I get a decent salary. High depends on me at the end of the day, right? It's not depending on someone else, right? So high and low, it's dependent on me. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot, everyone. It is a pleasure. Okay, Kunal is saying my question. I don't like going without answering everyone's question. I feel very bad. Sir, mechanical engineer better from local college. But what are you going to do in local college, right? You can study from whichever college you want. You can study from whichever city you want. But if you are a good student, you will do well in life. The first point is be that good student. The right teachers will come and the right courses will come in front of. The question here is that, are you a good student? Best example, I would obviously say about Abraham Lincoln, right? I know, as you know, I won't take people's names, but Abraham Lincoln is the best example. He was literally very poor. He used to take books from various places. Under the street light, he studied, he learned, he made that difference and became the president of USA. So it's not which college, it is not which degree, it's what you can learn when you are in that course is much more important than anything else. I hope I have answered. Thank you a lot for all the comments for my voice. I don't know what happens. Did I change my voice? Many people are commenting me on my voice. All thanks to God for that. I really don't know. Am I talking different from previously? Many people are talking about my voice. Anyways, if you like my voice, all thanks to God for that. That's all I can say. Where do you belong from? I'm originally from Kerala, but I'm based in Abu Dhabi. I do my sessions in my home. This is my home. I do it there, but I travel to India quite often to give my sessions, which is purely giving back to the community and nothing more. Why? Because the COVID has come. That's the reason. I couldn't, because the COVID has come, that's the reason I couldn't travel now. And my company has a no travel policy, so that makes it more difficult for me to travel. So salary, 10 lakhs. No, I don't know Kannada. I just know Malayalam, English, and Hindi, right? So per annum or per month? Sheholic is very excited to know my salary. I have to convert it from dirhams. What makes you think that I get 10 lakhs? 10 lakhs is a big number. What, 10 lakhs per month or per year? Anyways, I don't know Tamil. I just know Malayalam, English, and you want to meet me? The best way to meet me is arrange some session in your city, and I will come down completely free of charge. I can do the sessions and you can meet me in whichever way. Other way to meet me is I do India tour once in a while, maybe twice in a year or thrice in a year. That time, if I'm in your city, I would be obviously, you can meet me from that. Learn Kannada. There's many people. Some people are telling me learn Telugu. Some people are saying learn other languages. My English and Hindi and Malayalam is good enough. I don't think anyone can speak 3 languages in general. Right. So yeah. So thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure. So you want to learn Kannada? I don't mind learning any language if someone is willing to teach me, right? So come to Pondicherry. I came once to Pondicherry. Why did I come? Just for fun, right? So yeah. See, guys, if you want me to come anywhere, talk to your principal or talk to your groups or your community or your clubs or whatever it is. Arrange a session. If you want my profile, message me on WhatsApp or message me on Instagram. I will give you my profile, share the profile to them, get permission. There you go. You have my session from whichever it is, right? Sir, I want to teach Kannada if you want to learn. See, let me think of Kannada. Okay, let me think of Kannada once in a while, and think it from that point of view, right? Let me see how difficult it is. I have no idea, right? So yeah, Kannada is a good language because I think I'll be thinking of whatever I'm starting. Most probably, I'll be thinking and starting Karnataka. So yeah, I've come to Karnataka. I come to Bangalore so many times. Most of the sessions which I've done is in Kannada and nothing more, right? So yeah, so I hope I have answered all your questions in the best possible way. Last 5-10 minutes, I just have fun and take it from there, right? So someday, let me see if I can learn Kannada also, right? So yeah, so let's see, with time. So I see all your YouTube videos. Thanks a lot, Somya. Thanks a lot for viewing those videos. I really have a lot of videos which I need to post. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to post around 4-5 videos on YouTube every week. But let me just try doing that best because so many things going on that. So do you have a WhatsApp group? Yes, I have a WhatsApp group. I came to Mysore. Mysore I came just for visit. Yes, I have a WhatsApp group 00971 00971 562996446. 00971 That's my number. There is 2 groups. My YouTube channel name, just search for YouTube Deek. Just search for my name, youtube.com/Deek Parashini. DEEKPARASSIN. If you want to be a part of my WhatsApp group, message me that you want to be a part of what. We have 2 types of WhatsApp groups. Actually 3 that you can be a part of. One is my personal group where only my messages, my content, my show details, my show updates will be shown. The other one is a Life is All Positive, which is completely on a worldwide messaging of positive messages in that group, right? It is a pleasure, guys. Thanks a lot for all your feedback. Or as I said, whatever comments and feedbacks you have given me, all thanks to God, and let God stand in front of me. And what I say again, Shiholic is after the salary. Message me, Shiholic. I will message if it's up or below, right? I'm not going to give you the number. You give me a number and we'll work it from that, right? It is a pleasure. See you not tomorrow. Tuesday I'm off. Tomorrow, day after, on time management. That's the thing which we picked up, if I'm not mistaken. Pleasure, guys. Thank you. This will be saved in case if you want to. There's so many questions still coming in. I'm closing the show. Pooja, quickly, how to improve grasping power, understand and study. If you understand and study, it'll be fine. All right. Gopal is saying, mentally strong kaise banna hai? To be mentally strong, you need to expose yourself to positive things. If you keep exposing yourself to positive things, automatically mind will become strong. That's it. Answered everyone's question. Subham Singh, I don't have your question here. Right? So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Let's spread the message. Whatever you learn from me, make sure you share it on the word in my name, your name, whichever it is. Do it. Grasping power, study at 4 a.m. I don't believe that. Study whichever time you can. Study whichever time you can grasp the best. It has nothing to do with time. That's what I believe. Suggest a book for self-help. Your life book. Read that. What problems you have, solve that. What issues which you have, which you want to fix it, get that fixed. That is the best book to read. Your life book, your life story is the best book to read, right? Which district in Kerala are you from? I'm actually from Kannur. If you know Kannur, the new airport has come there. That's where I'm from. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hi, it's Gopala. Thank you, Revita. Thank you, Somya. Thank you, Shihalik. Thank you, Subham. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you for all the last messages you people have given. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you for staying for all these shows. Thank you, Style King. Thank you, Husty Fear Dawn. Ta-ra-ra-ta. And thank you, Indra. Thank you, everyone. It is a pleasure to have you all on this show. And work it up. Guys, don't talk internally, because talking internally, I don't recommend. Respect everyone and keep sharing whichever positive where you want, right? Naveen's last question, I'll say over expectation is bad. Anything you put over works negative for you. Everything which is in balance works good for you. Subham, what's your question? Let me finish Subham's question. He's saying not a number again. 00971 562996446 00971 562996446. That's my number. Thanks a lot. How to boost public speaking? Shubham, go on to my YouTube video, search for public speaking. You will get that thing what you're looking for. There's 2-3 videos: how to be a motivation speaker, how to be on public speaking, fear of public speaking. Go and have a look at it. You will get the answer. It was a pleasure, guys. Thanks a lot. No show tomorrow, and day after tomorrow we talk about time management. That's the theme which was picked. So let's pick and discuss some time management. If you have questions, how to manage time, how to control time, what is time all about, how do you start? I think it'll be a very short show because I'm just going to give a standard answer, and most of the people will understand what I'm trying to say. It is a pleasure, guys, everyone. See you, Soumya Kuti, and everyone, all your messages. Thanks a lot for that. Meghna's 2707. Hi, Gopala. Thanks a lot. Smiley always, as always. Afran, I hope you got my number. And thank you. Oh, Facebook, YouTube. I forgot to look at here. It is a pleasure, guys. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. See you day after tomorrow on the theme Deek Show, and the theme we just picked is time management. It is a pleasure, guys. See you.